So, just for a quick preface before we start, Mabinogi came out on June 22nd, 2004. I was 9 years old when I first tried this game out. I'm 23. Also, one more thing really quick. I did play this game maybe like 2 years ago. I didn't get very far. So we'll see what happens this time. So yeah, this is what Mabinogi looks like. This is Lorna. I remember her at least. She gives you this annoying ass item. it just puts a notification under the notification that's already scrolling across the screen. So isn't that great? It's supposed to help like new players, but like the tips are super shit, for lack of a better term. And yeah, she has a talking sheep friend. So they're kicking it off real strong with I didn't mention it's called Mabinogi Fantasy Life, by the way, and there's another new player. I didn't think anybody else was trying this game out. So yeah, this game has been up for about 14 years now. Well, no, we're in 2020 now. It's been 15 years.
God, he was a fucking idiot. There's no.
And it's really
20 minus 4 is
it still
16.
looks pretty good because of the way they did the art style. You'll see later though that the combat is something, and also the menus are a little bit there's a lot of stuff. I also like what they did here is when you talk to a character, they do a little art next on the left side. It looks pretty good. IMO. Oh yeah, and the inventory is this grid system where you have to rearrange it so you can fit shit into the grid. I guess Diablo did something similar to that. Diablo 2 and Path of Exile. I'm pretty sure Path of Exile has something similar. Apparently I've heard the story is actually pretty good too, and the combat gets really in-depth later. Like early it feels kind of clunky. Oh yeah, and they did a weird skill tree thing. There's a lot of life skills. I mean, it's called Mabinogi Fantasy Life, so it would make sense if there's a lot of life skills. But yeah, they just give you a stick, and they're like, yeah, you're good. You got it. Quests are a little weird, too. We'll see if we see the bird that delivers them here in a second. As soon as I complete this quest, it should fly in. Yeah, their relationship is kind of weird. It's mostly just Lorna trying to help me out, and then the sheep just insults her. Oh, I remember doing this. You go to like this tutorial area so that they can show you how to play the game. And I think that like most of the cutscenes are, yeah, you see the birds. The birds just flew over. They'll fly in and drop a quest to you. It's like a cool way of doing it instead of just being like, accept a quest from this NPC. There's a literal bird that flies in, delivers you a parcel that gives you a quest. It's just a nice little thing. Oh yeah, you see, I have this stupid. You should try to hit one. Go fight something. Shut up. So what you do is for combat, you click on the mob, and then you hold left control to continue selecting it, even though wherever the mouse is. It's a little weird. Also, you can see with skills, you get them kind of different. As you do them, you learn them. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of these fucking raccoons. Call me Animal Abuser Joe, because I fucking hate raccoons and other animals. That's my plot. You also notice sometimes they don't attack as fast. It's kind of weird with the timing of the combat. That's just something you gotta get used to. Already you see that Lorna won't shut the fuck up. So this is how they teach you how to do the combat. You click them, and then you do the ability classic MMO, they do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then dash equals sign. Also, if someone can tell me how to move the hotbar, so I could put it where my Final Fantasy 14 hotbar is, that would be, please. Please do it. I don't know how to move it, man. I tried so many different things to move this fucking HUD. Also, I don't know what that button does. I think it just switches your active HUD. Okay, so they finally kicked me out of the tutorial area. I'm like in the actual world now. Don't know where the fuck I am. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this wolf up, dude. Hell yeah, this wolf don't even know. Or wait, no, this is still the tutorial area, isn't it? You just tell him to burn me down below. Oh, I'm just an idiot.
Man, this Neiyoh guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. God damn. Thinks he's out of the fucking tutorial area. Fucking idiot. God.
So the combat is sort of a rock, paper, scissors kind of deal. Except with, like, with an MMO skill thing. So it's more like rock, paper, scissors, gun, nuke, you know, when you were a kid and you're like, rock, paper, scissors, shoot, oh, it's a gun, I win, gun beats everything. Yeah. You guys did that right? That's not just me? Not fooling me this time. I know I'm still in the tutorial area. Bitch. So I think counterattack is a little OP. But, I'm also a noob. So, take that with a grain of salt.
God, this fucking Neiyoh guy thinks the counterattack's OP. What the fuck? He doesn't even know shit. Yeah, we're the plot of this episode. We're the little voice in the back of your head. We're the Mabinogi magic men.
Fuck. I haven't seen the Lorna thing say anything in a minute. Maybe it'll actually shut the fuck up this time. Yeah, there's the bird. And I think it's an owl that deliver rewards. Also, a weird thing is you can select your age. I think my character Zuweii is 12 or 13. You can start as low as like 10 or as high as 18, and that like affects your scaling in the later game. It's weird. And there's a whole mechanic around like rebirthing and selecting a different age, and there's a whole different game from what I know.
God, Neiyoh doesn't know about the fucking rebirthing process. I'll beat him like I beat a raccoon.
Oh yeah, this is the first area. It's called Tier Tornail. This is where I spent most of my time as a noob when I was 9 years old. And even more recently, like 2 years ago, when I tried it again. And that's Duncan, the introductory quest master man. I'm 24 now. I'm not 24. Why did I say that?